Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Avi, your host, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, Raj. How are you today, Raj? Hi, Avi. I'm doing great. Thank you. Hello to all our listeners. I hope you're ready for another exciting episode full of tips to help you improve your English skills. Absolutely. Today, we're talking about something practical and fun: daily routines. Learning how to talk about your daily routine is an important skill in English. It often comes up in everyday conversations, whether you're chatting with friends, introducing yourself, or even during interviews. That's so true, Avi. And the best part is, it's easy to learn. Once you know a few key phrases and vocabulary words, you'll be able to talk about your day with confidence. Exactly. In this episode, we'll explore some common phrases and expressions you can use to describe your daily routine. We'll also share examples from our own routines and give you some easy tips to practice at home. Plus, there will be a short dialogue to show you how to use these phrases in real conversations. So grab a notebook or just sit back and listen. This is going to be a fun and helpful lesson. Let's get started. All right, before we dive into details, let's warm up by talking about our own daily routines. Raj, can you share what a typical day looks like for you? Sure, Avi. My day usually starts around 7 a.m. I wake up, stretch a little, and then go to the kitchen to make some coffee. After that, I check my emails and plan my tasks for the day. What about you? That sounds like a great way to start the day. For me, I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. The first thing I do is go for a short walk to get some fresh air. Then I have breakfast and start getting ready for work. Ria, do you follow the same routine every day, or does it change sometimes? Good question. My mornings are pretty much the same, but my afternoons can be different depending on my work. Most days I have meetings or work on projects, but sometimes I fit in a workout or catch up on reading. What about your evenings, Avi? How do you relax at the end of the day? In the evenings, I like to take it easy. I usually cook dinner, watch a little TV, or listen to music. Then I make a to-do list for the next day before going to bed. How about you? Do you have a special way to end your day? Yes, I like to keep my evenings calm too. After dinner, I usually spend some time journaling or meditating. It helps me reflect on the day and relax before sleeping. That's wonderful. And to our listeners, while you hear us talk, think about your own daily routine. What do you usually do in the morning, afternoon, and evening? This is a great way to start practicing English. Exactly. And don't worry if your routine is simple. Even a few sentences are enough to help you start improving your speaking skills. Now that we've shared a bit about our routines, let's look at some common words and phrases you can use to talk about your daily activities. These are simple, but very useful in everyday English. That's right, Avi. Let's begin with phrases to describe things you do at different times of the day. For example, in the morning, you can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. I usually have my coffee and breakfast first. After that, I take a shower and get ready for work. Nice examples, Raj. For the afternoon, you can say things like, I usually have lunch around 1 p.m. or I work on my tasks or attend meetings. Sometimes I go for a short walk to take a break. And in the evening, here are some things you can say. I cook dinner and eat with my family. Or I watch TV or read a book to relax before going to bed. Some people also like to plan the next day in the evening. Here's another helpful tip. Use time expressions to make your routine clearer. For example, every morning in the evening, usually, on weekends, I like to. Also, don't forget to use action verbs like wake up, eat, go, work, relax, and sleep. These are very useful when talking about daily activities. Exactly. So friends, try to remember these phrases and verbs. They'll help you speak more naturally about your own routine. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Practicing is how we get better. Let's now move to a mini dialogue to see these phrases in action. All right, Ria. Let's do a quick dialogue to show how to talk about daily routines. I'll ask you some questions. Ready? Ready? Let's go. Okay. What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up around 7 a.m. What about you? I wake up at 6:30 a.m. What's the first thing you do after waking up? After waking up, I drink a glass of water and then make coffee. What about you? I like to go for a short walk first, and then I have breakfast. So Raj, what do you usually do in the afternoon? In the afternoon, I usually work on my projects or attend meetings. If I have time, I take a quick walk for a break. What's your afternoon like? Most of my afternoons are spent working, but I always take a coffee break around 3 p.m. to refresh. And how do you usually spend your evenings? In the evenings, I like to relax. I cook dinner, watch a TV show, or read a book. Sometimes I write in my journal before bed. What about you, Arian? I do something similar. I cook dinner, listen to music, and make a list for the next day before going to sleep. What time do you usually go to bed? I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. And you? Usually around 11 p.m. Thanks for sharing your routine, Raj. Friends, we hope this short dialogue helps you understand how to talk about your daily activities in a simple and natural way. Yes, try answering these questions on your own or with a partner. It's a great way to build your fluency and confidence. Now that you've learned some useful phrases and listened to a sample dialogue, let's talk about how you can practice speaking about your daily routine, alone or with someone. Raj, do you have any tips to share? Of course, my first tip is write down your daily routine. Start with a few sentences like, I wake up at 7 a.m. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. I go to work at 9 a.m. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and remember useful phrases. That's a great tip. I'll add one more. Say your routine out loud. Try this in front of a mirror. It will help with your pronunciation and confidence. For example, say, every morning I go for a jog. In the afternoon, I study English. In the evening, I watch a movie. Another smart idea is to record yourself. Use your phone or any recording app. Later, listen to it and check how you sound. Notice your pronunciation and fluency. Yes, and if you have a friend or language partner, ask them about their daily routine and share yours. It's a fun and simple way to practice speaking. You can ask questions like, what do you do in the morning? What's your evening routine like? Avi, so Raj, how do you usually spend your weekends? Avi, good question. For solo practice, imagine you're telling your daily routine to a new friend or colleague. Pretend you're introducing yourself. It makes it feel more real and fun. Raj, exactly. And remember, the key is consistency. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to talk about your daily routine in English. Avi. So listeners, pick one tip and try it today, whether it's writing, speaking, or recording. Small steps lead to big improvements. Avi, now it's time for a quick activity. We'll guide you through a fun practice exercise. Ready, Raj? Raj, I'm ready, Aman. Everyone, grab a pen and paper, or just think in your mind. Let's start. Avi, first question. What time do you wake up in the morning? Say your answer in a full sentence like, I wake up at 7 a.m. Raj, next. What do you usually do after breakfast? Think about your morning habits and say one or two lines. Avi, now let's move to the afternoon. How do you usually spend your afternoons? You can say, I work from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Then I take a short break. Raj, great. Now for the evening. What do you do to relax before bed? Try something like, I watch TV or read a book before sleeping. Avi, last question. What's one thing you'd like to add or change in your daily routine? Maybe you'll say, I'd like to start exercising in the morning. Raj, awesome job. If you answered these, you've just practiced your daily routine in English. Keep doing this daily. You'll get better every time. Avi, and that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed this session and found the tips useful. Raj, yes. Remember, talking about your daily routine is a great way to improve your English. Keep it simple, use the phrases we taught today, and practice regularly. Avi, if you like this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy and useful English lessons. Raj, also, tell us your daily routine in the comments. We'd love to hear from you and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next. Avi, thanks for being with us today. Keep practicing, keep learning. See you in the next episode. Raj, take care everyone, and happy learning. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. And yes, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on fun and useful English learning videos. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.